My baby boy was born on Christmas Day. I delivered him with my ankle cuffed to the bed. I was in a hospital ward with prison bars. It all began when I was a little girl. When I was about 8, my parents fought a lot. I saw them fighting physically, and my mom packed up in front of me. She just told me that she's leaving. When she left, that love was just cut off. My father changed to be someone else. He was very temperamental. Both my sisters ran away from home. No one loved me enough to stay behind and care for my feelings. I felt not good enough. As I face my father daily, there's only fault finding. I just hope if I achieve more, or I pretend to be something, the achievements that I made would make my dad love me more. There was this extreme sadness that led to anger. I found myself hitting myself one day, and I couldn't explain why the action came out. I felt like, is this a cursed life? I started to mix with street gangs. Any form of attention and validation was good. At the age of 13, I started taking drugs. It was just a cover-up for the abandonment, the rejection, the loneliness. By the age of 15, I started selling drugs and I was working in a nightclub. I was the youngest drug supplier, youngest nightclub hostess. Eventually, I got caught. When I was sentenced to go in prison, I couldn't accept the fact that I'm gonna be behind bars. My life is ruined. It's come to an end. Another episode of a darker and darker life. At that time, I was also 5 months pregnant. It was very hard to accept, but there was still a small hope in my life because of my baby. The baby would give me a new purpose in life. I will never be lonely again. After my baby was born, I brought him back to prison with me. I just have to be in a survival mode to continue my prison sentence. Because of the environment, I saw that his skin was reacting badly and there were raw wounds. I had no choice but to send him out, to let my sister take care of him. It was just like something in my heart just tore apart. And when I stepped into my prison cell, it just felt like he's still there. I took his swaddle cloth. How am I going to continue my sentence? The next time when I'm gonna see him is a year and a half later. I really want to be a good mother. I wanna make sure that my child would grow up being a person better than me, that he will not follow my footsteps. After I was released from prison, I was still very young then, and I had a lot of responsibilities. I had a lot of fears. I was in and out of relationship, desperately seeking for refuge. I was back in the vicious cycle of the nightlife, the drinking, the smoking, and my drug addiction. Even a simple task like bringing my son out, I would still visit the mall's toilet, getting him to put his shoe under the cubicle door. And he had to lead me to where we needed to go. I felt like a failure. The effects of addiction and failing in my own effort actually caused me to feel extremely condemned. The more condemned I felt, the more drugs I took, to the point that I'm very depressed and I find no hope in life. In prison, I was told that New Creation Church is not a good church. Since it's not a good church, I belong there. The first time when I heard Pastor Prince share about no condemnation, every word he say hit the mark. It's like you're talking to me about my life, a direct message from God to me. How can this be? How can God pay so much attention to me? This is the father that I want. This is the relationship that I want. This is the home that I want. During that time, Pastor Prince was also sharing about confessing righteousness in our midst of addiction. It didn't feel logical to me initially. To me, it was all that was left. Yeah, I've tried every way. Even the prison cannot change me. I just started confessing that I'm the righteousness of God in Christ in the midst of my addiction. I would visualize my pain, my shame, my emotional hurts being nailed to the cross. I just know that there's this washing effect in my whole body. Despite trusting God for my deliverance, I actually found myself back in the toilet again, in a state that I really hated. Before taking the drugs, I closed my eyes and I prayed. I felt this warm, bright light that embraced me. And I felt this love, a very secure embrace. I felt that the Father was running to me. And I know that it was God embracing me. He was there to assure me that He's gonna bring me out of it and that He's still here with me. Something changed when I took drugs. It was not the taste that I used to crave all my life. I felt that my body system changed. I no longer need it. Today, I'm completely set free. I always thought that my life would get darker and darker and that I would never get out of my addictions. I'm very passionate about bringing this gospel into the prisons. Many of the inmates there have met me in my past and they saw how I was then and they saw hope. The lack that I experienced when I was young, the Lord faithfully restored. I currently have a loving husband and 4 children. My family is full of joy and laughter. The Lord even restored my relationship with my dad. It was something that I thought it's impossible. Today, my relationship with my eldest son was something I thought that I couldn't achieve. I always thought I would cause him to be a troubled teen.
Mommy, you're the strongest woman I know. I'm so proud of you and everything you have overcome through Christ. All the pain that you have experienced in the past has made you the woman you are today. Strong and compassionate. Your love and encouragement always remind me that God has bigger plans for me. I know sometimes you worry that I might end up becoming like you, but I want you to know that I will be proud to be like you someday. A brave, loving child of God. Thank you for walking with me even when it was difficult. Mommy, blessed Christmas. Today is also my birthday. You are the best gift and the best mother anyone could ever ask for. I love you, Aline.